Hey everyone, so here we go with the quick and dirty version of this. I got my seam ripper and I'm ready to go. So what I need to do is rip out the section that I need to make a snowball corner. I'm using my pins to mark the seams so that when I turn this upside down, I'll know just where to start and where to finish. So I need that snowball piece, and then I need just a little bit more room to be able to sew those seams. So I've marked it with the 3 pins. Flip it over, and now it's time to rip. I carefully want to pull the thread out because I don't want to rip more than I need to. I sped that part up because you don't need to see me struggle with the ripping, especially because I had to squint because I used gray thread. Anyway, here it is. It's ripped out, nice, clean, and neatly. And I can open this up now to add that little square piece on to create the snowball. Of course, I forgot to mark it. So I'm marking it with that line to create that little snowball effect. I'm placing it in the center. Now, I should iron it, but yeah, no, it was too small and I didn't feel like the hassle. I took it to my machine and created a stitch right down that line. Here it is. I turned it in just to make sure that everything lined up the way that it was supposed to. Here it is. And once that was done, I could cut. Always check twice, even though clearly I didn't do it, which is why I have to rip. Everything is set, ready to go. I did a finger press, and now it's time to sew those seams back up. I start with the short seam first, and I'll take that to my machine and stitch that up, and then go to the longer stitch. This way, it allows me to put it back so that the seams lay nice and smoothly. So this way it has an open end and I can go in there. I start a little bit back further than where the stitch let off so that I can kind of like knot it in place, if you will, so that if it gets stressed, it won't come undone in the middle and create a hole. So now that piece is together. Look how nicely that lines up. And now I can do the final seam. So again, I flip it inside out. This time, because I didn't go all the way to the end, I have to cover where I start about 1 inch back, all the way to where I finished 1 inch beyond. And again, that'll help to lock in those seams. I press everything down when I'm finished, and voila, you can't even tell that I went in there and ripped it. But look, it's now fixed, and now I'm ready to long arm this. So I feel much better now that this is done.